phone versus camera, show notes, plus a bit more. Hi, Rick here, creator and indeed all things at the Splendid Photography Explained podcast. I'm going to read the show notes from episode 181 and I'm going to talk a little bit about this, okay? So, here are the show notes. Cameras are of course designed to take high quality photos, and phone cameras have improved so much that they are a credible alternative to cameras. But which is better to take photos with? Which indeed, Rick? A digital camera or a phone? Is one better than the other, or is there a place for both? Most people have phones these days, and most phones have cameras built into them. So why would you need a camera? Well, there are differences. I'm going to tell you what they are. In this episode, I tell you the main differences between cameras and cameras in phones, why you might be okay with your phone, and why you might benefit from getting a camera, and all the other stuff that goes with having a camera. I know about the taking photos bit, what I do, and why I do what I do. And it's all explained in plain English without the relevant detail in less than 27 minutes-ish. What's not to love, eh? How utterly splendid. So there is a recurring theme through this episode, and this recurring theme revolves around my use of a phone and a camera. I'm doing some research onto this to try and find out where people are with this at the moment, because I see a trend where people are going to use phones more to take photos and cameras less. And as more people are getting in photography using phones, they're starting out using phones, I think we're at the point now where people get into photography by taking photos with a phone. I can't see many situations where someone's going to get into photography by buying a camera and then get into it with a phone. So that's where we're starting from now. So we need to convince people that there is a reason for using a camera rather than a phone. There are many reasons, and I'm happy to justify my statement. You can get higher quality images with a camera than you can with a phone. I'm happy to say that. Others will not agree, and I'm fine with that, but I'm happy saying that. And in episode 181, I justify why. And in episode 182, I am going to tell you, if you're using a phone to take your photos and not a camera, I'm going to tell you what you're missing out on, because you are missing out on a lot of stuff. Now, you might not care, you might not be interested, you might think, whatever, and that's all fine and good, but I just want you to know so you can make that decision informed rather than just assuming that I've got a phone, that's all I need, because there is more to photography than just taking photos with a phone. There just is, and that's what I want to share with you. So check out episode 181 at all good podcast providers and the podcast website, photographyexplainedpodcast.com. And while you're there, fill in the form and you'll get a weekly email from me. How utterly splendid. What is not to love, eh? Right, I'm done. Thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Cheers from me, Rick.